Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Before we get started, in light of the tragic news the FLW family is dealing with and the Jacobs family, we wanted to send our love out to them. As we're all connected through the tournament world, and we send our love and prayers out to you. And I'd like to ask everyone to please bow your head and just give a moment of silence, thoughts and prayers with the FLW family and the Jacobs family. I would ask you to please stand and remove your hat for the national anthem.
It's the Bass Pro Shops Bassmaster Elite at Winyah Bay. Brought to you by Toyota, Abu Garcia, Berkeley, Humminbird, Mercury, Minn Kota, Nitro Boats, Power Pole, Skeeter Boats, Talon, Triton Boats, and by Yamaha. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome to the stage the 2007 and 2008 Skee Ball World Champion, Dave Mercer.
Thank you very much. Want to welcome everybody here. Day number 1, stop number 4 of the Bassmaster Elite Series, the Bass Pro Shops Bassmaster Elite here at Winyah Bay. Happy to be back here. We have monster crowds the last time we were here and expecting the exact same thing today. So tell your friends and family. Thursday's just a mellow day. Today we're just getting started. Here's how this tournament works. Gotta make it. We start with 75 anglers. Cut it down to 35 after tomorrow. So the first 2 days, the full field fishes. 35 go out in semifinals Saturday. Top 10 go out on championship Sunday. And for the 4th time this year, we will crown a champion. And for the 2nd time in as many weeks, we'll crown a champion right here in South Carolina. And Trip, they're ready to get going here. And I know you are too.
I am, David. You talked on the front end of the show. We want to pass on, especially our tournament team, our thoughts and prayers to the FLW family, Kathy Fennell, Bill Taylor, and, of course, Tricia Blake on the Irwin Jacobs and his wife's passing. You know, he did so much for this industry. But I also need to mention Jimmy Sparks. Jimmy Sparks was one of, we call them our dirty dozen. We used to take 12 boats around the country. Jimmy was one of those guys. Jim Hill was one of those guys. Mike Frazier was one of those guys. They have all passed in the last month. Jimmy passed away this week. He drove skeet reefs all over the country. Great guy, great friend from North Alabama. And our thoughts and prayers go out to his family as well. He passed away after a lengthy battle with cancer. So heavy hearts today, but, you know, all those guys would say march on. That's what we do. It's such a small, this industry is really small. You know, I know Bill Taylor and all the FLW folks from way back. I fished the very first Redman tournament in Alabama in 1983. So that tells you a little bit of my age, but how long they've been doing it too. So, anyhow, all of them would tell us to march on, and that's what we're going to do. Going to have a great competition this week, great host. We looked for super crowds last time. You couldn't move out here. It was fantastic. And this competition, if you watch Bass Track today on Bassmaster.com, is going to be very tight. So I love it. I mean, I fished a lot of tournaments on my home lake where it takes 10 pounds to win a tournament. And, you know, last time we saw that, and then Carl Jockerson came in with 19 pounds. So that's certainly doable here. And but, again, I think it's going to be very, very tight.
Going to be a tight tournament, going to be a fun weekend. Want to thank our great hosts. As Tripp said, you guys are always great for us, and we are just about ready to get going, ladies and gentlemen. A couple of races I want to tell you about going on. Obviously, we have our Toyota Bassmaster Angler of the Year. But the problem is, normally I talk about Toyota Bassmaster Angler of the Year, then I talk about the Dick's Sporting Goods Rookie of the Year. Well, the problem is the same guy is leading both. Drew Cook is leading Toyota Bassmaster Angler of the Year and Rookie of the Year. And if he were to hold on, I mean, a lot of fishing left to go. Obviously, just our fourth stop of 9 stops throughout the year. But if he were to do that, I don't think it has not been done since Tim Horton did it back in 2000. So to win Rookie of the Year and Angler of the Year, that's a pretty good jump start to your career. But we're going to see what goes on here. One of the things you guys know all from the local area, that there is a lot of risk versus reward in tournament fishing in this part of the world. And some of those guys made the big, long runs, and some of them didn't. We'll see who pays off. Are you guys ready to weigh some fish? All right, let's get it started with somebody from Lake Wiley, South Carolina, Todd Otten. Todd Otten going to take the lead no matter what he's got. One fish for 3 pounds and an ounce. He is leading the tournament, leading Phoenix Boats Big Bass. He's leading everything now, which would all be perfect if there wasn't 74 other guys who are going to have something to say about that.
Yeah, I just I wanted to warm you up a little slowly, you know. Didn't want you to work too hard up here.
I appreciate that. You know, I'm always doing that. Tough day today. Did you make the run?
I did, and, you know, I had like 3 bites all day, and that was one a real good fish. Would have made it worthwhile. He'd come off in a toothy critter. So, you know, it was a very slow day. The tide up there, it's like it never really went out all the way. The water stayed pushed in, and had like slime floating everywhere. I hadn't seen that all week, so I don't know if it hurt everybody else, but it sure seemed to change my bite.
Well, I'll let you go backstage and figure out whether you're going to make it tomorrow or not, but you'll get a chance. Bring up our next angler from Newport, New York, Jamie the Hammer Hartman. And Jamie Hartman with 5 fish here today. 5 fish for 10 pounds and 9 ounces, and Jamie Hartman is your brand new leader. Jamie Hartman with 5 top 12s in his rookie season here on the Bassmaster Elite Series just a few years ago. And the Nitro Mercury Pro went out today, brings back 10 pounds and 9 ounces, and that should keep you in the cut. I mean, keep catching them like that, you're definitely going to make the top 35. If it's similar to the last time we were here.
And I'm day 1 leader, Bo.
Woo! Post that on Facebook right now. Nobody will know that there's other people to weigh in.
Shut her down. Oh, man, this is it's an interesting fishery, I'll put it that way. It's interesting. You know, we got long runs and not a lot of time to fish, but I didn't make the long run, so I had plenty of time to fish today. But, I mean, I got a lot of bites today. I'm looking forward to tomorrow. You never know what it's going to bring. Complete weather change, so we'll see what happens tomorrow.
Well, I'd be more comfortable with that weather change not running, so he's doing the right thing so far. Our next angler from Florida, give me a little love for Cory Krieger. Cory Krieger with 5 fish here today. 5 fish on day number 1, needs 10-10, 8-11, moves into second place currently. $8.11, moving to second place. And if I remember correctly, it was right around 8 pounds a day it took to make the cut here last time, and you're on pace to do that this time.
Well, you know, it's sort of a crapshoot when you go out there and go fishing. You really don't know if you're going to get a bite, and if you do get a bite, how big it's going to be. So I actually had a pretty decent day. I caught quite a few fish today. Called several times to get what I got, just missing a big bite. And, you know, this morning when we come here to the ramp and you go to put your boat in the water and everything, all the volunteers and stuff out here made it very, very simple today. And I like to say thanks to all of them, because I don't know if I'm going to be on stage or not tomorrow. You never know here. But I would like to thank the community. Everybody has reached out with open arms, and they're very grateful we're here, and we're glad to be here. And thanks a lot, and hopefully I'll get to see you tomorrow.
I'm sure you will. We'll see you back here tomorrow. He was the early leader, according to Bass Track, from North Carolina, Rob Dye. Bass Track had him as the early leader. Let's see what the official scales say. 5 fish here today, looking for 10-10, 9 pounds, 13 ounces. He moves into second place currently. Digging deep in that Abu Garcia weighing bag. Let's hear it for Triton Pro, Rob Dye. $9.13 and sitting in second place right now, and you know, historically that's going to keep you in this cut right around there.
Yeah, I hope I can do it again tomorrow. You know, I took that Triton Mercury and run up the lake and got my casting rods out, and I actually caught some fish today. But it was a fun day. It was a beautiful day to fish, and you know, Georgetown's a great place. I've been here a couple of times. I got some great food and some great scenery, some great fishing, and just glad to be here. I want to say hello to my biggest fans, my wife and my daughter and my son, and I appreciate everybody watching, and I'm going to go get re-spooled up and try it again tomorrow, Dave.
Go get them.
Thank you.
Thanks for the kind words for Georgetown. Truly a special part of the world. Let's bring up one of our Louisiana pros, second season on the Elite Series, Tyler Carrier. You're able to watch him today on Bassmaster Live. 5 fish, 7 pounds, 2 ounces. He moves into fourth place currently. 3 pounds, 8 ounces short of the overall lead. 7-2, you know, you went through a bunch of fish today, too, did you not? It seemed when I was tuned into Bassmaster Live, I saw you hooking up.
Yeah, this morning I lost the first 4 that hit me. I don't know what the deal was. I changed colors and it didn't help, but I went to a total different area. I guess y'all saw it on live. They had 3 of the camera boats in there with us, or 2 other ones, but I scrapped that and just went and run to another little place I had and started catching a few, and then I lost like a 2.5 pounder, which I knew was going to hurt me a little bit, but I wanted to catch about 8 pounds to stay in this thing, but now tomorrow I got to put my head down and go scratch out about 11 pounds, I believe. So we're going to make that run again tomorrow. We're going to go back out there and got to go get the few knick-knack things tightened up on the boat and get ready, fueled up, and make that run.
Go get him. We look forward to seeing you back here tomorrow. He's a 2-time FLW Tour champion in the top 5 in our Angler of the Year race. Get loud for Scott Canterbury. Oh, boy, watch the scales. 5 fish, needs 10-10. 11 pounds, 15 ounces. And just like that, Scott Canterbury is leading the Bassmaster Elite Series. The Bass Pro Bassmaster Elite at Winyah Bay with 11 pounds, 15 ounces. And you ever worked so hard for 11-15 in your life?
I've worked that hard for them a lot of times. I think I've done it a couple of times this year, but I haven't ran that far for 11-15 in my life, I promise you. I had that Skeeter Yamaha on the go today all day. I burned a lot of gas, covered a lot of miles. I caught quite a few fish, so I don't know what to do. We'll just have to see. I don't know if you want to make that run again tomorrow or not. Just there's a lot of fish in this river over here too. So, I practice both of them. So we'll see how it goes tomorrow, see how it shakes out today, and then I'll make my mind up. Thanks everybody for coming out, and appreciate all my sponsors being with me this year too.
Always great to have you here. We'll see you back here tomorrow. A 3-time Bassmaster winner from Paducah, Kentucky, Marc Menendez. Marc Menendez with 5 fish here on day number 1. Stop number 4, 8 pounds, 10 ounces. Going to put him in 5th place currently. Digging deep in that Abu Garcia weighing bag. Let's hear it for Skeeter Yamaha Pro Marc Menendez. 8 pounds, 10 ounces, sitting in 5th place. And, you can 8-pound yourself right into the weekend.
Well, that'd be great, and that's the plan. I'm not going to the other county down there. I'm not going to do it. But I caught them pretty quick, Dave. So the other good thing is when you get up here early, you get a dry towel to use, too.
Those are the benefits. Really, you should see the one I use at the end.
No, which end?
Oh, the depth. Go get them. See you. You're not supposed to tell people about that. Our next angler, the Elite Series, a rookie from Texas, Brad Watley. 5 fish here today. 5 fish for 7-7, puts them in 6th place currently. £7 pounds, 7 ounces, sitting in 6th place, and this is going to be a game of ounces here this week.
Yeah, I didn't catch what I needed to catch, but dude, I feel like I run to Houston. My neck's hurting. I need to go see a chiropractor. I don't know how many gallons. I think I burnt like 68 gallons or something like that. But the Mercury Phoenix performed flawlessly, got me there and back. So I feel like I've done, maybe one half the tournament just getting there and back. So anyway, we're going to go try it again tomorrow, see if we can upgrade that.
Go get them. We'll see you back here tomorrow having a great season. From Dadeville, Alabama, give me a little love for Kelly J. Kelly J with 5 fish here today. 5 fish on day number 1 of the Bass Pro Shops Bassmaster Elite, 8-14. He moves into 4th place currently. 8-14, going to put you in 4th place currently. 3 pounds, 2 ounces short of the overall lead being held by Scott Canterbury. But you're in it, dude. You know how this deal is. 8-14. Keep catching like that. You'll be here on the weekend by the looks of things.
Well, I hope so, but I don't know if I can make a 2-hour run one way again. I'm too old for that. I figured that out today. And I got to thinking on the way back because, you got a lot of time to think in 2 hours going one way. Anybody that makes that run ought to get a 5-pound bonus. That's what I think. Right off top. You ought to get 5 pounds on bass tracks right off top just for making that run.
But I talked to somebody a minute ago, and they thought anybody that made that run should get 5 pounds taken off.
Well, they hadn't made the run. That's why. I'm telling you, that is a trip. But I had my Skeeter Yamaha wide open for 2 hours there and 2 hours back. And I'm gonna look at the weather and to see what I'm gonna do tomorrow because I'm really not sure. But regardless, I need 9 more pounds.
Go get them. I know you'll figure them out. From Palatka, Florida, former Geico Bassmaster Classic qualifier, Cliff Prince. I'm very close to the top 12 here. 5 fish on day number 1. Looks like a decent bag of fish here today. 10 pounds, 9 ounces. Decent enough to put Cliff Prince in 2nd place. And that's the kind that are difference makers. It's a Winyah Bay war pig right there. Now, give me, you live on the St. Johns River, so in St. Johns River terms, how big is that bass?
We use them for bait.
No. What I mean is, if you're on St. Johns River, like what that size of a fish matters here, that was a 4.5. So a 4.5 at Winyah Bay is a what on the St. Johns River equivalent?
An 8-pounder.
Way to go. Well, unfortunately, that's just you saying that, not our scales. Yeah. But a great start. The thing's got to be happy.
Yeah, I'll take that. I mean, it was a struggle. It was not pretty today, I can tell you that. I mean, I caught 6 or 7 fish and glad to catch what I caught, I can tell you that. And I don't know what I'm going to do tomorrow. I mean, it wasn't like it was every cypress tree had one on it. So, and there was a boat for every cypress tree. I'll put it to you that way. So anyway, we'll go after them tomorrow and see what we can do.
You'll figure them out. You generally do. From Panama City, Florida, an Elite Series champion and a former Elite Series Rookie of the Year, Drew Benton. Drew Benton took a win at Toyota Texas Fest last year. That's our next stop after this event. 9 pounds, 5 ounces here today. Moves into 5th place with 9 pounds and 5 ounces. Nine pounds, 5 ounces, and you got to be happy with that for day number 1, no?
Yeah, I'll take it. The east wind really kept the tide in, and one of my best areas I started on, I've really got to get that tide down low because there's so much the fish can get in the backwater and everything, and it really pulls them out. Maybe it won't blow so hard in the morning, and they'll get out there where I can catch them.
Well, I hope for your sake it does, but good start. We'll see you back here tomorrow. All the way from Peterborough, Ontario, Canada, Chris Johnston. Chris Johnston, an FLW Tour champion and in the top 5 in our Toyota Bassmaster Angler of the Year. 5 fish here today on day number 1. 7 pounds and an ounce. Puts you in 11th place currently. And how many gallons of gas was that per pound, do you think?
Those are expensive fish, that's for sure. I made a bit of a gamble this morning. I was driving down there to the Cooper River like a lot of us did, and luckily I was running Evinrude, and I didn't have to get gas on the way down. I had a little game plan. I had about a 7-pounder on a bed, and I knew there was someone in front of me that knew where it was, so I didn't get gas. Everyone else went and got gas, and it almost worked out perfect. First pitch, I felt a tick, and I got a 1.5 pounder, and the big one was gone. So you never know what's going to happen. I'm going to go down again, try tomorrow. There's big ones down there.
Go get them. I look forward to seeing how it works out for you. From Mount Carmel, Tennessee, a former Bass Pro Shops, a Bassmaster Open champion. Every day is doomsday for David Mullins. 5 fish for David Mullins here today. 9-9 and puts you in 5th place. Nine pounds and 9 ounces sitting in 5th place, and I guess you take that again tomorrow?
Yeah, I mean, it's just here you got to get one good bite. I didn't get it today, but it doesn't look like there was a lot of weight caught so far. So, hopefully tomorrow I get one good bite and move up, and we can fish on Saturday.
I'd love to have you here all the way through to Sunday. Time to get Zal dangerous for the 2-time Bassmaster winner from San Jose, California, Chris Zaldane. 5 fish for Chris Zaldane here on day number 1. 6 pounds, 8 ounces. You move into 13th place, and I saw on your social media it looked like you were making the run. Will you make it again tomorrow?
Oh, absolutely. It's a start. We're on the board, and I learned when we came here back in 2016, when we have these real brutal east winds and when, the pressure gets high, those fish up there in the Cooper River don't want to bite. It happened in 2016, and it kind of happened again today. So I'm really looking forward to the lower pressure coming in. I had an awesome practice. I had to look at really big fish. So I'm going to go back up there and keep doing what I'm doing. And anytime you're on a tidal fishery, things could happen just like that. And tournaments are won on tidal fisheries in 15-minute stretches. So we have about 4.5 hours of fish tomorrow. So I'm going to keep my head down and look for those little windows.
Go get it done. We'll see you back here tomorrow. All the way from Kenora, Ontario, Canada, Geoff Gustafson. Geoff Gustafson with 5 fish here today. Looks like 5 good ones. 7 pounds, 13 ounces. They look bigger in the bag. I mean, you're pretty good at judging them, but sometimes the bag's not quite as tight. But 7-13 still puts you in 10th place.
Stop the weigh-in. Hey, I'm happy I got 5. I mean, it's tough fishing. This isn't my cup of tea. This is, I like to fish offshore, fish deep, clear water. So I'm, grinded out a limit. We practice by ourselves. So there's so many snakes and critters out here. I was so happy to have a marshal in the boat with me today. So I was like, this morning I told him, your job today, aside from watching the fishing, is to make sure no snakes get in this boat. And he spotted like moccasins and like a bunch of different kinds. He's like, that one's bad. Don't mess with it. So,
but here's the weirdest thing about him. He lives way up in northern Ontario. You hunt like wolves. You do like guided wolf trips and stuff, and he's deathly scared of snakes.
Hey, we have no poisonous insects or critters or anything, but we got wolves and bears, and they don't bother me. I've been 20 feet from them in the woods, miles from the road, but snakes, no good.
They're noisier than snakes, so you see them coming. We'll see you tomorrow. From Midway, Florida, need you to get real loud. He's leading Rookie of the Year, leading Toyota Bassmaster Angler of the Year, Drew the Tooth Cook. Drew Cook with 5 fish here today. 8 pounds, 5 ounces puts you in 10th place currently. An incredible season. Drew Cook, 3 events and 3 top 20s already in his Bassmaster Elite Series career. So, Drew, I believe you made the move to stay here, did you not? You didn't make the long run, and in retrospect, good, bad, or indifferent. I mean, a lot of guys that made the run didn't seem to beat you by much.
Yeah, I mean, dude, and this was a very, very hard decision to make. Just because you can catch an 8-pounder down there, and I mean, I weighed in 8.5. That is a limit here, but I was on something pretty good here, and kind of thought that I could just kind of fly under the radar into the top 10, but it didn't work out today. I had a bunch of bites. They just wouldn't eat it. I don't know if anybody saw the live. It was an awesome day. It'd have been really cool if they'd have ate it. It'd have been phenomenal, but I mean, they'd eat it 2 or 3 times coming back to the boat and just never would get it. So I opted to stay just to get 8 hours of fishing, thinking that I could run into one of those good ones. I've had 1 or 2 good bites a day here, 3 to 4 pounder, and that's the difference maker. One of those bites tomorrow, and I mean, you skyrocket. So, but I mean, I dug a hole, but not a very, very deep hole, but a pretty good hole. But I mean, I haven't had a good first day yet this year. It seems like I always try to.
You need motivation, it seems.
It seems like I need to get my back against the wall so I can just fight my way out. But, we're going to get after him again tomorrow. It's not going to have a camera, so we'll be just relaxed and going fishing.
All right, I'm looking forward to seeing it. Great season so far. From Del Rio, Texas, Ray Hanselman Jr. 5 fish here today for Ray Hanselman Jr. 5 fish for 10 pounds, 11 ounces, and he moves into 2nd place currently. £10, 11 ounces, and that's a pretty good start for day number 1 here.
Yeah, not bad. The first day of practice, I had a really good day, and I was pretty surprised. I was hoping to get that bite, but the tides, it changes it daily, and that tide was low early in the week, and now it's higher early. So, it is what it is. You got to keep after them. But I've got one question for y'all here in Georgetown. Rolling into town this morning, I saw a big sign that said Shag Festival. Does anybody get a clarification on that?
It's a dance. Well, where's your mind, Ray?
Well, I was thinking carpets,
Oh, exactly, yes. Something like that. From Tennessee, a former Bass Pro Shops Bassmaster Open champion. Give me a little love for Schuyler Hamilton. Ray Hanselman on his way to the Shag Festival, and Schuyler Hamilton with 5 fish on the scale, 9 pounds, 13 ounces. He moves into 5th place currently. 9-13, and decent start to things.
Yeah, man, this actually turned out a lot better than I expected. The area I'm in, I could catch 6 pounds or I could catch 15. So hopefully I can go and catch 15 tomorrow and have a chance to fish another day, because I'm starting to really enjoy this tidal fishery. It's a great place, great crowd. My mom came out, my girlfriend came out, my dad somewhere with the dog. So maybe he'll come.
At least not in the dog's house.
That's right.
Yes. We'll see you tomorrow. He took a win 2 events ago from Connecticut. Get loud for Paul Mueller. Paul Mueller, a former Bass Nation national champion, also weighed in the 5 biggest fish in classic history. 5 fish today for 8 pounds, 10 ounces. He moves into 11th place currently, and we were talking about the doghouse just a minute ago, but it's going to be a dog fight here this week. You know, every ounce is going to be a spot.
That is for sure. You know, sometimes you got to try to hit a home run, and then sometimes you got to bunt. And today was a bunt type of day, and I'm going to bunt this way, all as far as I can go. And you know, it's a tough deal. You know, I tried to find a winning deal, obviously in practice, looked around, and there's a lot of dead water out there. And today I just fished new water, and it came together, but not any bigger fish. So tomorrow I may run some new water. I think I got to catch that type of weight to get in, maybe a little bit better, but I'm thankful for it, and that's for sure. Tomorrow's another day. We'll see what happens.
Go get them. We'll see you back here tomorrow. Had a big event at our last event, a former FLW Tour champion from Arkansas, Stetson Blaylock. Came very close to the title last week. Would love to get it done here this week. 5 fish, 11 pounds, 6 ounces. And he moves into 2nd place currently. A few of those bigger bites is truly the difference maker out here. And my question to you, Stetson, is we talked last week about way that for Phoenix Boats Big Bass. I'm not going to take over the lead, but 314. But we talked last week about how good this month, this time of year is for you. And I saw you had a few bigger fish there. Have you figured out a way to target them, or is it literally just you got to go through a bunch of fish and hope to get the right big bite?
Today was just a true blessing. I started out with that fish and didn't have any idea I was going to catch one like that. So it kind of set the tone. And I tell you, it was a grind to get 5. I caught my 5th fish with like 5 minutes before I had to make the run back. And I actually passed the spot, turned around and went back to it, knew I had a couple casts left in me, and caught that 12-incher that made the difference. But that pound here is more valuable than about anywhere else we can go. So good start. Just got to try to piece a couple more together tomorrow.
Go get them. And great few weeks going for you. He's a 3-time FLW Tour Angler of the Year from Texas, Clark Wendlandt. 5 fish for Clark Wendlandt here on day number 1. The Bass Pro Shops Bassmaster Elite at Winyah Bay. 5 fish for 6 pounds and 9 ounces in 19th place. And got another shot at them tomorrow. Is there a change of plan, or are you just hoping the conditions line up better for you?
Well, I started catching them towards the end of the day, and so got a little something figured out, but I've just got to get some bigger fish. And, you know, as far as crazy runs go, you know, this is like 100 miles, maybe a little more plus. I've actually run 180 on the Mississippi River one way, fished for 2 hours, and came back 180. So it's not that bad a run.
You're just crazy. It's not that bad.
Well, I mean, when it comes to catching bass, every guy back here, he just doesn't care. He doesn't care what he has to go through to try to catch them. He just wants to catch a bunch of them.
Evidently, if you run 190 miles one way, here's a guy at a big first day last time we were here. The only Australian to ever qualify for the Bassmaster Elite Series. Fear my heart, Carl Jacobson. 5 fish for Carl Jacobson here on day number 1. 6'11", moves into 19th place currently. Carl, not the start you wanted, I'm sure. And I saw this morning, did you hit your prop at takeoff? Is that what happened?
No, I put a new prop on there to get the speed, and I didn't open the vent holes, and it wouldn't get that grip. So I literally was boat 22. I came back. The whole field left. The service crew got in there, fixed a little issue with another power deal. I lost about 10 minutes. I got going, and before my first stop, Basscat Evinrude, I'm flying. Before my first fuel stop, I passed 5 boats and then got back on pad and then passed another 5 boats going down there. So it's a big advantage for me because I'm getting to fish a lot longer. I left it to the last second, caught a fish on my nearly last cast, but something's weird goes on down there. You know, the wind blowing. I had a really good day Tuesday, tough day Monday. Tomorrow's different conditions. The fish are down there to make a big comeback. So I'm going to be going 12, 13 pounds tomorrow and get back in this thing.
Go get them. I'd love to see that. From Aiken, South Carolina, two-time Bassmaster Elite Series champion, the Tower of Power, Jason Williamson. Look out. Watch the scale. 5 fish for Jay Willie here on day number 1. 15 pounds, 11 ounces. 15-11, and Jason Williamson is leading the Bass Pro Shops Bassmaster Elite at Winyah Bay. Going to weigh that for Phoenix Boats Big Bass. Needs to be better than 4 or 5. Not a problem. 6 pounds, 10 ounces. You're leading Phoenix Boats Big Bass. You're leading the overall tournament. Life is good.
Life was good today. You know, it's a blessed day. You know, I'm not doing much different than a lot of these guys are. I was just blessed to get a couple of big bites, and man, believe it, I just didn't have a lot of confidence to catch a fish that big here, but I do after today. So just looking forward to getting back out there tomorrow. I'd like to thank all my sponsors. I got a lot of time on that Mercury and that Nitro this week, and running up and down these rivers. And, you know, if I can just put together a decent day tomorrow and just stay consistent, I could be there at the end of this thing.
I'd love to see that. We'll see you back here tomorrow, your tournament leader. A 9-time Classic qualifier from Brookville, Indiana, Dollar Bill Lowen. Bill Lowen with 5 fish here today. Another good bag of fish crossing the stage. 5 fish, 13 pounds, 4 ounces. 13-4, and Dollar Bill is rolling out in the Yamaha Express tomorrow with a big smile on his face, because sitting in second place with 13 pounds, 4 ounces, and that's a great bag of fish.
Yeah, it was, and it was fun. You know, I made the longest run I've ever made in my career today. You know, I made that run to the Cooper River, and I did it in an aluminum boat. You know, the more and more I run that Express with that Yamaha on it, the more and more I'm just thrilled and amazed at the things that it can do. So I'm looking forward to getting out there again tomorrow and making that long run, and maybe we can bring back another 13 pounds.
I would love to see that. You do that, and you're going to be working all weekend. Inside our top 10 in Toyota Bassmaster Angler of the Year points from Peterborough, Ontario, Canada, Cory Johnston. 5 fish for Cory here today. Looks like a good day. 11 pounds, 2 ounces. He moves into 5th place as he continues his assault on the Toyota Bassmaster Angler of the Year leaderboard. Moved into the top 10 in Angler of the Year last week, and looks like you're going to keep on moving. You keep catching them like that, but long drive to get them.
Yeah, you know what? It is a long drive, but I got that Ranger Evinrude flying. She was doing 74 today. Up that intercoastal, and you know, it's a good run, easy run. All my stuff ran perfectly, so I just got to go out and catch some more bass tomorrow.
Go get them. I know you can get it done, and we'll see you back here tomorrow from Reed Springs, Missouri, a 6-time Classic qualifier. Let me hear it for Chad Morgan-Taylor. 5 fish here today for Chad Morgan-Taylor. 7 pounds, 2 ounces, puts you in 20th place right now, and one big bite away from making a charge, as you saw in this tournament. I mean, it's a tough one in some ways, but it's also one that you can make a comeback in.
It is, and I had one other chance today to get up there about 9 or 10 pounds, and it didn't work out. But yeah, I mean, it is. It's just this. It's decisions, and it's running the tide right now for what I'm doing. And man, I tell you, I'm not used to this, so. It's really challenging in that aspect, but there is a lot of fish out there. So, you know, we're just going to go fishing tomorrow and see how it happens. Hopefully we'll get one of those big bites.
We'll see you back here tomorrow. All the way from Minnesota, the amazing fighter man, Seth Fighter. Seth Fighter, 5 fish here today. 5 fish for 8 pounds at 13 ounces. He moves into 14th place currently. Going to hold up a few fish for you. Get your cameras ready. Want to thank everybody for watching on Bassmaster.com. Make sure to tune in to Bassmaster Live starting at 8 o'clock Eastern every single morning in this event. 8:13, how you feeling about day one?
Really good, actually. I didn't have a fish at noon. I was completely spun out. Ran to a different river, just barely caught the last little bit of tide, and caught those 5 in like an hour, so I thought I was going to blank.
I think I know where you're starting now.
Yeah, I tried fishing in the crowd, and I'm just not made for that, so it was getting in my head. I had to get out of there and went to a little different area, but I'm happy with it. Like I said, I thought I was going to blank, so.
Great start to things. We'll see you back here tomorrow. Truly a living legend. Took a 16th win to start off the season from Ava, Missouri. The legendary Mr. Rick Clunn. 2 fish here today, Rick. They talk about risk and reward in this event, and 4 pounds for day number 1. And were you a victim of that risk and reward?
No, I'm not taking the risk, and that's part of the problem. It's certain things that you can do and certain things you can't. It's a stage of the game, and I'm not going to risk that long run. But the one thing I want to say, there's a lot of fish being caught, and some guys go, why don't we go? We need to have a tough tournament every once in a while, and this is not that tough. I personally would rather go someplace where people want you there than to go someplace you can catch 100 pounds, to be honest with you. And these people are so good to have us come here, so.
And they definitely want us here, and we want to be here because they are some of the best people on earth. From Monroe, Louisiana, a former Carhart College bass champion, Brett Pruitt. 5 fish today for Brett Pruitt. 5 fish for 8 pounds, 2 ounces, puts you in 19th place currently, and going to have to get him again tomorrow to keep in this deal.
Oh, yeah. I had a lot better practice. I was expecting a lot more today, so hopefully fill that Falcon all the way back up with gas and make that long run, and good Lord, hopefully give me 5 big ones tomorrow.
Love to see it. Wish you luck. See you back here tomorrow. From one Louisiana angler to another Elite Series rookie, Gwyn Cappo. Gwyn Cappo at a camera Bassmaster Live today. 5 fish here on day number 1. 6 pounds, 5 ounces. He moves into 28th place, and got to watch you on Bassmaster Live today. That had to be a pretty cool experience.
Man, it was really cool. It was my first time on live this year, and man, I appreciate all the fans at home watching it. Galvez Seafood, they had a little party for me and everything. It was awesome.
I told Zona that what you do, like outside of the Elite Series, he wants to eat with you.
Well, it's not really me. It's my wife. She covers everything while I'm gone. So she makes it easy for me to come out here and do what I love to do. And hopefully tomorrow we can put a little bit better show on for everybody.
All right. Go get him. I'll see you back here tomorrow. All the way from New Jersey, his first season on the Elite Series, GDP, Greg DePalma. Greg DePalma with 5 fish here today. 5 fish on day number 1 of the Bass Pro Shots Bassmaster Elite, 11 pounds and an ounce. All the ones on the board puts him in 6th place currently. $11-1 for Greg DePalma. Greg, I saw on your social media you posted, I believe, risk and reward this week, and seemed to pay off for you on day number 1. Phoenix Boats Big Bass, not going to take that over, but a 4-pounder goes a long way. And that really, a 4-pounder specifically, that number right there, that is the fish that's going to be the most important bite in this tournament. Get one of those every day and it changes your game.
Yeah, I totally agree, man. I don't know what this tournament's going to bring, because I think tomorrow they're calling for rain. And the best day in practice I had, not trying to catch him, but the best day I had, it was overcast and rainy. I mean, enough maybe to blow this thing wide open if I can catch him tomorrow.
I would love to see that. Go get him.
I got to say one thing real quick. Besides Boom Shakalaka, Dave will tell you about that later. I saw a dolphin today. I have never been bass fishing and seen a dolphin. First time for everything. And I ran 200 miles. Good day.
It was weird because I heard on the news a dolphin saw a bass boat, and they thought that was really weird. From Fayetteville, Tennessee, let's hear it for Brandon Lester. Five fish for Brandon Lester here today. Day number 1, stop number 4. 10 pounds, 7 ounces. He moves into 10th place currently. Once again, Brandon Lester stomps a mud hole in him. Not a very big mud hole, but a mud hole still the same.
This place is a mud hole.
Like Rick Clunn said, tough tournaments like this, they can't all be home run derbies.
That's exactly right, man. I'm just having fun out there. I don't make any bones about it. 100-mile runs are not really my thing, so I'm just staying right here close and fishing what looks good. So looking forward to getting back out there tomorrow.
Looking forward to seeing how it works out for you. His first season on the Elite Series from Kentucky, Mike Huff. 5 fish for Mike Huff here on day number 1. 7 pounds, 6 ounces puts you in 24th place, and you qualify to get it done again tomorrow.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to getting back out there. I lost a few good ones that really hurt, but got a lot of bites. This place is a lot of fun. It's different from the lakes back home, but excited to get back out there.
Great to have you here in the Elite Series. A former TTBC champion from Asheville, Alabama, Matt Heron. Matt Heron with 5 fish here today. Giants, he says. 9 pounds, 10 ounces. Puts him in 13th place currently. Nine pounds, 10 ounces puts you in 13th place right now. Not a bad start. I mean, you get that every day, and you should make the cut.
You'd think so. It's amazing how many fish keep coming out of the same little places. This place fish is incredibly small. And it just, like Jason, he caught that 6-something, and it's a game changer. You just got to bow up tomorrow and get in the middle of a crowd and see what happens.
Go get it done. We'll see you back here tomorrow from Alabama, his second season on the Bassmaster Elite Series, Bill Weidler. 4 fish today for Bill. 4 fish a day, number 1, 8 pounds, 10 ounces. So he's catching some of the right ones, just a little short on quantity, but he's hitting some quality. So 8 pounds, 10 ounces. I know you're frustrated to only have 4 today, but, you're definitely getting a few of the right bites by the looks of things.
Yeah, I really had a pretty good practice. Playing the tide's going to be pretty key this week. Everything was doing really good for me on the incoming tide, and unfortunately, my time is not going to let me fish that incoming tide, so I'm going to have to make some adjustments. I am making that long run to the Cooper River, and I saw a freaking beast today, so I'm going to go back after tomorrow and see what happens.
Bring us a beast. We would love to see a beast. From Texas, Elite Series rookie Leelavathi. Leelavathi looking very forward to our next Elite Series event. Toyota Texas Fest on Lake Fork, his home lake. 7-11 today, puts you in 25th place currently, and going to get another shot at him again tomorrow. But I'm really concerned when we get to Lake Fork after fishing here, and then we go to Lake Fork. People are going to have a hard time judging the size of their fish.
Oh, I'm telling you, the fish I've been catching the last 2 derbies are the size of the baits we're throwing over there right now. So it's a little embarrassing, but great day today, great place. Appreciate everybody coming out. Tomorrow's a moving day. Gotta catch a big bag tomorrow.
And do you have a plan figured out to do that?
Oh yeah, I saw some big ones today. Just they're missing the bait. Half of them miss it, half of them eat it. Got to get 5 of them to eat it tomorrow and get back on time.
Hopefully the cloud cover helps you tomorrow. We'll see you back here tomorrow. Our next angler, a former Geico Bassmaster Classic qualifier through the Bass Nation, Elite Series rookie from Oklahoma, Dale Hightower. Dale Hightower with 5 fish here today. Rolled out, and that Express Yamaha comes back with 9 pounds and 5 ounces. 9 pounds, 5 ounces, and puts him in 15th place currently at the halfway point of the day 1 weigh-in here at the Bass Pro Shops. Bassmaster Elite on Winyah Bay. Halfway through the weigh-in, you're sitting in 15th place, so your weight should keep you in that top 35.
Well, I had some missed opportunities today. Had a couple fish get off that hurt me, but I want to say thank you to Marshall Marine. They're up there in Lake City. Man, I can't say enough about them people. They're the greatest, nicest people. They have probably the nicest marina I've ever been to. big express dealer up there. If you have a chance, stop in up there and see them people. They helped me out about a month ago before the cutoff. I got to fly down here and see my dad. He living up here in Myrtle Beach, and they lend me a boat, and I can't say enough about them, so I appreciate them.
Very cool. Thank you for the kind words, and they're great people. Our next angler, a six-time Classic qualifier from Virginia, Rick Morris. Rick Morris with 5 fish here today. 5 fish for 6 pounds at 3 ounces, puts you in 36th place, and got to make a big swing tomorrow.
Yeah, I'm not going to make that run, and obviously I didn't. I stayed pretty close, within 50 miles, and run that Mercury and Falcon all over the place. And I had opportunity to catch 2 bigger fish. I just didn't put them in the boat. I'll leave the long run for the younger guys. I used to do stuff like that, but I don't know. I'm just trying to be conservative. But the main thing is I'm fishing for our troops, and I want to give the military first responders a big hand. And also, it's April Autism Awareness Month, so be aware of that. And I know you have a family member, and so do I. I have a first cousin, and she's my age, that has autism, and so it's a really important foundation, and the sponsors give money, and so we're just bringing awareness. And I'm kind of tired, so we'll see you tomorrow.
All right, go get some rest. We'll see you back here tomorrow. From Louisiana, his first season on the Elite Series, Tyler Evette. 5 fish for Tyler here on day number 1. 9 pounds, 15 ounces, puts him in 11th place. I'm very concerned. Where is the fan club? This is the 4th stop of the year. First 3 stops. Ridiculously loud cheering section. Not here this week.
I guarantee tomorrow it's going to be 100% different. They're on their way up right now, and I was hoping they normally come surprise me, so I kept looking around to see if they were here, but they actually didn't lie to me this time. So I'll take their word, but they're definitely coming tonight, and hopefully I could do good tomorrow again and kick some butt.
All right, go get them. We'll see you back here tomorrow. From one Elite Series rookie to another from Oklahoma, Luke Palmer. Luke Palmer started the day with nothing because it's day 1, ladies and gentlemen, but a good day he's had here today. 5 fish, 14 pounds, 2 ounces, 14-2, and he moves into 2nd place. Let's hear it for Elite Series rookie Luke Palmer. A great start to this tournament. 14 pounds, 2 ounces, sitting in 2nd place. Man, you got to be excited to get back out there tomorrow.
I am, but that good fish came right off the bat this morning, which I ain't caught one that good all week. Got quite a few bites in the area. Hope to go back and, hopefully pull out, catch maybe 10 or 12 pounds again tomorrow, and maybe make a Saturday. That's all I'm looking for. Making a long run. Hope that Phoenix and Mercury hold together.
I'm sure it will, and we look forward to seeing you back here tomorrow. South Carolina, I know you're going to get loud. Elite Series rookie, Patrick Walters. Patrick Walters, 5 fish here today. You saw him on Bassmaster Live. 11 pounds, 4 ounces. He moves into 6th place currently. Let's hear it for Team Yamaha's Patrick Walters. 11 pounds, 4 ounces, but I heard you on live today talking. You said, I'm not trying to hit a home run. I mean, I just got to have a good, consistent tournament, put myself in position, and you've done that on day 1.
Yeah, I'm trying to chip away, and just it's not a one-day tournament, if it would have been a one-day, you'd have really had to go out there and swing for the fence. But I mainly just went out there just to catch some fish and kind of check some areas. And the fish weren't really doing what I thought they were doing. I didn't get a big bite today, and I had to cover a lot of water. And it was a weird day, I guess. That east wind kind of messed with them. I'm kind of excited about tomorrow. I'm going to run a different pattern tomorrow. I'm going to hit some of the same stuff today that kind of worked. It's just there's so much water out there, you have to really put that trolling motor down and cover it. So I'm excited about tomorrow. It's a 4-day tournament. You can't win it today, so I'm excited. Hey, thanks to all this crowd for coming out.
I'm excited to see how it plays out for you this week. Let's bring out the reigning Forest Wood Cup champion. Get loud for Alabama's Clint Davis. Clint Davis bringing us 5 fish. Looks like a good start to things. 5 fish here today, 12 pounds, 14 ounces. And Clint Davis moves in the top 5 in 4th place currently. £12, 14 ounces. You keep getting to that, and you might be stuck working the weekend.
That'd be great, man. I struggled all day, and about 1:30, I made a little change and caught those 2 and some more keepers. So I'm hoping that deal works out tomorrow because it wasn't really an area.
So it was just a bait adjustment or an approach?
Yeah, just a bait.
Will you tell us what that is?
No.
I did not think so. Just thought of that.
No.
Okay, well, we'll see. Hopefully he makes it to Sunday. He'll tell us then. From Holt, Michigan, former Bass Pro Shops Bassmaster Open champion Chad Pipkins. Made a top 10 last week. Fishing with one arm here these last few weeks. Post-surgery, and it's getting better every day. You told me 6 pounds, 3 ounces. A little tougher day than what you probably hoped for day number 1.
Yeah, it was a little frustrating today, but it is what it is. This place, you can come back quick. I mean, there's a lot of quality fish out there. They just didn't bite today with that wind to kind of back the water up a bit, and it was tough. Had quite a few fish miss and pull off, but I'm looking forward to getting out there tomorrow and taking it slow and steady, and hopefully we can go out there and make a little comeback.
You can do it. I know you can. We'll see you back here tomorrow. From North Carolina, get loud for Shayne Lineberger. Shayne Lineberger, 2 fish here today. 2 fish for 3 pounds, 3 ounces. Let's not even talk about today. Tomorrow's going to be better, right?
Absolutely. It's got to be better. I mean, I don't know, man. Just one of those days I zigged when I should have zagged, I guess. I mean, I'm trying to stay close. I don't think it could have got much worse if I'd have went to the Cooper. I'd have just saved a lot of gas money.
Well, there's winning on all different levels. Still winning. From Okeechobee, Florida, Kyle Monti. 1 fish here today for Kyle Monti. 1-9 and qualifies you to make a triumphant comeback tomorrow.
Yeah, honestly, this one burns because I found a spot in practice that I thought it was going to be lights out. I caught a 5 and a 4-pounder, and I spent my whole day there basically waiting for the tide to change, thinking it was going to get right. I could see him on the graph. Couldn't get him to bite, but I put all my eggs in that one basket, and Easter didn't come early for me this year, so big bag tomorrow. My mom and stepdad are here, so I want to give them a shout out and hopefully bring 20 pounds in.
Bring them some big bass tomorrow. I'd love to see it. From North Carolina, give me a little love for Hank Cherry. Hank Cherry, hot off a top 10 last week. 5 fish here today. 5 fish on day number 1, 8 pounds, 3 ounces. He moves into 28th place, and not the start you wanted, but not about the start. It's all about the finish. And can you rally and get right up top of the leaderboard tomorrow?
Hey, it's a start. I've had worse starts, so I'm not complaining. I caught a lot of fish. I just didn't catch any big ones. Maybe a change of fortunes tomorrow. The family.
Thank you.
The family's here. Christian brought his buddy Daniel and Bell in the front row, so life's good. Everything's good. So we'll get back out there tomorrow, try to catch 9-10 pounds, get into the weekend. If I get to the weekend, I'm running. So we'll see what happens.
Does Christian still want to steal my job?
Christian.
Oh, he was. No. It's really quiet. No, leave. Get out of here. My boss hears you on the mic. I'll be fired before this weigh-in's done.
No, that little boy wants to be Bryce Harper.
It pays better, dude, I'll tell you. And his hair's way better, too. So it's a much better goal in life. We will see you tomorrow. I wish I had Bryce Harper's hair. Where would I be with that hair? Let's bring out our next pro, originally from Japan, now makes his home in Texas, Yusuke Miyazaki. 5 fish here today for Yusuke. Looks like a great start to things. 12 pounds and an ounce. He moves into 5th place. Yusuke Miyazaki inside the top 5, rounding it out in 5th place. £12 and an ounce, sitting in 5th place. Got to be happy with day number 1.
Yeah, I'm happy with I just gotta need keep catching tomorrow. That's consistency is so important.
My mic can't keep up with the mouth. Like playing tennis.
Consistency is so important in this tournament, so I need to catch tomorrow too.
You can do that, I feel.
I hope so.
All right, go get it done. We'll see you back here tomorrow from Gainesville, Florida. 9-time Classic qualifier, Bernie Schultz. Bernie Schultz, 4 fish here today, 1 short of a limit, 5:13. And what's the game plan for tomorrow, Bernie?
I don't know. I was sitting here spinning donuts around myself. I don't know what I'm going to do tomorrow. I mean, I know some places to fish down the Cooper River, but I just don't want to take that beating. And the wind's supposed to be a little worse and in a worse direction as well, harder and in a bad direction. So I'll probably suffer and stay close by.
Well, you'll figure them out. You generally do. We'll bring up another Elite Series rookie, Ed Loughran III. Ed Loughran III with 5 fish here today. 6'4", puts you in 42nd place, and going to be a battle to get inside that top 35 tomorrow.
Yeah, it certainly is. I'll just need to do a little better tomorrow. And I called up to 6 pounds, 4 ounces, so it was a difficult day, but hopefully tomorrow will be a little better.
I hope so. We look forward to seeing you back here tomorrow from Newcomerstown, Ohio, Hunter Shryock. Hunter Shryock had a good day. Watch the scales. 5 fish here on day number 1 of Bass Pro Shops, a Bassmaster Elite. 15 pounds, 8 ounces. 15-8. And Hunter Shryock just 4 ounces from the overall lead. Berkeley Pro moves into 2nd place currently here on day number 1. And 15-8, dude. I know how jacked you must have been. You know how big a bag that is in this tournament and how far that'll go in this event. On to tomorrow, but a great start.
Yeah, it looks a lot easier up here than what it actually was. I was going after literally a couple bites. I think I'm around some big fish, but man, tomorrow's a new day. I'm going to go out there and flip my Berkeley pit boss around, something that I'm comfortable with doing. Getting them out of this stuff is one thing that I left one out there. I wish I'd got out, but getting it out, 50-pound spider wire braid, just doing something that I love to do. So I'm going to go out there and try to get a couple bites tomorrow. The thing is it could be a 7-pounder on this place or bigger. So really looking forward to it. And, conditions are changing all the time.
I'm really looking forward to seeing how it finishes out. A great start. Our next angler from Mississippi, Brock Mosley. Saw him on Bassmaster Live today. 5 fish here today for Brock Mosley. 5 fish for 9 pounds, 11 ounces. Moves him into 19th place. With 24 anglers left to weigh in, ladies and gentlemen. Well past our halfway point. 9-11 and sitting in 19th place. And like I said, only 24 more anglers to go. So you should end up in that top 35. But you know this deal. You got to get them again tomorrow.
Yeah, if you watch live, I was catching them left and right. I probably caught 20 keepers in the first 2 hours, and they just wouldn't get any bigger, so I decided to make an adjustment, go try a few more things, and try to get a bigger bite, and it never happened. But, I'm catching a bunch of them. I mean, it's just I had a limit in like 15 minutes, and So I know I can run all the way back over there and catch another limit, probably 8 or 9 pounds again. But, what I'm lacking is a good bite. My biggest one was just over 2 pounds. So, if I can run into a 3 or 4, a couple of those, they're over there because I've caught them in practice. It's just getting 1 or 2 of those bites a day. It'll bump you up. A big fish here goes a long ways.
Definitely does. Wish you luck and see you back here tomorrow. Originally from the West Coast, now makes his home in Kissimmee, Florida. Jesse Tecarante.
How are you, bud?
5 fish here today for Jesse. Bass Track said he was having a good day. Let's see. 5 fish for 10 pounds, 14 ounces. Puts him in 12th place currently. 10-14 for Jesse Tecarante. And inside the top 12, rounding it out in 12th place. 10-14, so a good start to things. Jesse, got to be happy with that.
Yeah, I fished clean, didn't miss anything, caught a bunch of fish, had a good time. But I got to tell you, Winyah, I've never been here. And being from the West Coast, I'm used to making 100-mile. You know how big Powell and this fishery is very interesting because it's an adventure. It's not just going fishing, and the intercoastal's beautiful. And
dolphins.
Oh, dolphins. It's great. Listen, it was an awesome, you guys.
Aircraft carriers.
I got pictures at 70, man. I'm like, it was pretty wild. And
nothing says bass fishing like dolphins and aircraft carriers.
It's an awesome ride. That old Blazer Evinrude was getting it this morning, and we just had it's a fun place. I've never been here, and it was really fun. So you guys take care of what you got, man. It's a good place.
Special part of the world right here in Georgetown. Look forward to seeing you tomorrow from North Carolina, former Geico Bassmaster Classic champion David Fritz. David Fritz with 5 fish here today. 6 pounds, 15 ounces, puts you in 41st place right now. And did you make the run or did you stay close?
No, if I was about 10 years younger, I probably would have. I sort of got out of boat racing a long time ago. So, but yeah, I'm still practicing. I'm still looking. This is a big improvement over my first day of practice, which I never caught one. So, I figured out a little something today. I just got to figure out how to get some good bites.
I wish you luck. Hope you figure it out tomorrow. Top 35, move on. Our next angler from Baton Rouge, Louisiana, Derek Hudnall. Saw Derek Hudnall on Bassmaster Live today. 5 fish here today. 6 pounds, 15 ounces. Moves you into 41st place, but not the start you wanted, but hearing that go daddy from the crowd, that makes things feel a whole lot better, don't they?
Boy, I tell you, that makes it worth every bit of it right there. But man, I had a live camera in my boat today, which was an awesome experience. 3 Cajuns from Louisiana all had live boats. We all started on the same spot, 100 miles away.
All 3 of you were on the exact same spot?
All 3 of us in the same spot. So, I was on live today, and I know everybody who watched live probably saw the replay of the day today of that big one that come off. I just wasn't getting enough big bites, and I didn't have a limit till about 20 minutes left. I finally pulled up to a spot and caught a small limit. But tomorrow's a different day, and, the weights aren't real big in this thing, so I'm going to run some new water tomorrow and try to find some better size of fish. But today was awesome experience, and I'm just glad to be fishing again.
Well, something that might make you feel a little bit better. Last night at the meeting we talked about we're going to have an awards. We about the beautiful title belt. Yeah. And that belt will hand up with, and it's the Boom Shakalaka belt, aptly named, of course. That probably upset some people watching online. Yeah. But it's awarded to the angler, not just the angler that wins, but the Elite Series, as you guys know, just like every group, the incredible group of hosts that put this together, it's a community that works together. And some of the most amazing things that happen in the community don't always get the light. Everybody talks about the guy who won or the fish that was lost. Last week, so we decided we're going to give a belt away. It's kind of a fun thing we're going to do for each event, somebody who does something special. Last week's event, Derek Hudnall did not compete. He was disqualified from that event. Reported himself, self-reported. He pre-fished inside the 28 days. Made a calculation error and reported it to trip. Was removed from the tournament. but he still showed up at that tournament. He ran a camera boat, and at one point he actually held the camera for Bassmaster Live. He was shooting, and there you go, my friend, the Boom Shakalaka belt. Now you better bring that back next tournament, okay? Because you probably won't win it 2 times in a row. You really have been an inspiration to us. You haven't been here long on the Elite Series, but your impact has been felt.
Yeah, well, a big shout out to Bass. They were very respectful with the whole thing from the get-go when I talked to Tripp and I finally got the word. I was actually going to reach out to all of my fans and everybody after the Classic, because I said, yeah, but I was losing sleep over it. Went ahead and put it out there. It was the best decision I made to get it out there. And the folks at Bass were like, look, we'll follow your lead. If you want to wait, you can wait. And they've been incredible with it. And you guys, have been awesome with it. And I don't want to keep beating a dead horse over that. And I really wasn't expecting this type of outpouring because of it. But I would like to think everybody here would have done the same thing. And I really believe this whole group of guys, if anybody would make a mistake like that, they would do the same thing. But being at Hartwell, I've dreamed and worked my whole life to get to this stage. And I was not going to let one mental mistake on my part keep me away from one of them. So I just wanted to be there supporting my brothers and supporting the brand and the Shield and Bass and everybody here. And I can tell you I'm in the right place and I'm here to stay. But I got to start catching them. That's something, the disqualification gave me a 0, so it really put me down in points. So starting tomorrow, I've got to start catching them because we've got 6 more tournaments to make that up, to make the 50th anniversary Bassmaster Classic, because I want to get back.
I'd love to see you there. Real quickly before you leave the stage, will you wear the belt while you're competing tomorrow? I mean, if I had a belt, I'd never take it off.
I'll think about it. Yeah, I may do that.
All right, we'll find out tomorrow. Let's bring up a former Geico Bassmaster Classic champion, Jay Ellis. Jay Ellis with 5 fish here today. 5-12, and this is going to be a game of ounces this week of who makes it and who doesn't.
Yeah, that's for sure. You got to get a couple of those good ones, but I've never been here. I'm really enjoying my time this week. It's some beautiful, beautiful country down here in the low country of South Carolina, and some good food. And we had some, what was that we had last night? It was Perlo. That was some good stuff. I never had any before, but welcome to the low country. But yeah, it was good. I just caught little guys today, and there's some good ones around there where I was fishing. I just fished up the Whack-A-Mole, not too far. I didn't make that big run, but we'll see what happens tomorrow, Dave.
I'd love to see you right through to the weekend. We'll find out. Huff a win last week in second place in our Toyota Bassmaster Angler of the Year race from South Carolina, the COBB, Brandon Cobb. 5 fish for Brandon Cobb. Absolutely dominated the event last week in Hartwell. 5 fish, 8 pounds, 7 ounces. He moves into 31st place currently. South Carolina, let's celebrate one of your very own, hot off an Elite Series victory. Eight pounds, 7 ounces today. And day one, did you pre-fish on Monday, or did you not start till Tuesday? What am I hearing?
No, I went Monday, but I didn't get here till about 1:30 probably. I was not fast moving Monday morning, so I made it. But I went over the Cooper for a few hours and didn't find much. So
incredible performance last week, and does it seem real yet? I mean, not just the victory, but the way you won. It just was amazing. It was totally dominance.
Yeah, I haven't, honestly, after coming straight down here, I haven't even gotten to settle down enough to enjoy it. It was basically, as soon as that weigh-in was over, I was already thinking about this one. So I'm sure when I get home, it'll sink in a little more.
It was awesome to watch. Congratulations. I guarantee you it won't be the last one. You'll see that dude win. Our next angler, your reigning Bass Nation national champion, Randy Pearson. 5 fish for Randy Pearson here on day number 1. 8 pounds, 8 ounces puts him in 31st place. 31st place, only 18 anglers left to weigh in. So you're in 31st place, and we got 18 anglers left to win. So not going to be far out of that cut if you are. But you got to get them again tomorrow, which is not as easy as it seems.
Yeah, no, I've never been so excited over 8 pounds and 8 ounces of fish. I mean, it was a tough day, and I ended up catching my limit, I don't know, about 130. So it was definitely a slow day. I'm looking for better things tomorrow. And I tell you, you do an awesome job. And Bassmasters, to be on this stage is just so incredible. I'm so honored to be up here and fishing the Elite Tour. It means everything to me.
Thank you very much for the kind words. We love having you here. From North Carolina, it's time for the baby shark, Shayne Lineberger. Shayne Lineberger with 4 fish here on day number 1, 7 pounds, 5 ounces. He moves into 40th place, currently just 1 short of his limit, but one of the right ones. 7 pounds, 5 ounces, sitting in 40th place. Not the start you wanted, but I mean, you that one big bite. I mean, is it more frustrating to get that bigger bite and not have a limit, or not get it at all?
Yeah, I feel like I wasted that one for sure, but that was a rough day on me. I had 6 keeper bites. I lost one like 1.5 pounds. I know that doesn't sound like a ton, but here, that would have put me up around 9, 8 and 3/4 pounds. So just going to go back out in the Berkeley Powerbait boat and send it one more day, see if we can't get around some bigger ones. That same place I caught that, whatever it was today, 3-pounder, 3.5. I caught another 3.5 there yesterday, so maybe there's some more 3.5s. I might just stay there all day.
All right, looking forward to seeing you back here tomorrow. From Texas, his second season on the Bassmaster Elite Series, Randy Sullivan. Randy Sullivan with 5 fish here today. 6 pounds, 7 ounces, puts you in 49th place right now, and you qualify to wear the rally cap tomorrow and make a big rally.
Yeah, I've just been making bad decisions, missing fish that I need. I just got to endeavor to persevere there. I'm kind of mad at them. I'm hungry. I want some good stuff going my way. So I'm just going to go out there and work and see what I can do.
Go get them. We'll see you back here tomorrow. Former Bass Nation national champion from Louisiana, Caleb Summerall. Caleb Summerall with 5 fish here today. 5 fish for 7 pounds, 11 ounces. He moves into 37th, just 2 spots outside of the cut. So, you're going to be right there around that cut line. But, boy, you got to get him again tomorrow and try to get that bigger bite.
Yep. Last time we talked the first day, it was 2.5 pounders were my plague, and I'll be dying for some 2.5 pounders right now. It is, if you get 5 and, if you're lucky, you can get a 2+, and then you can build your back from there. Tidal fisheries are a lot like my home, and, I feel at home. I like what I'm doing. I'm just running a bunch of water, and I'm fishing which feels good. It's like I'm home, and you got to do a little better, tighten it up tomorrow.
I know you'll figure it out. We'll see you back here tomorrow. From Winchester, Tennessee, the 2012 PAA Angler of the Year, Gary Klaus. Gary Klaus, top 35 at our last event. 2 fish here today, not the start he wanted. 4 pounds and 9 ounces, and this one, guys coming in this, they said it's a bit of a landmine. You got to avoid the bomb here this week.
Yeah, you got to avoid what I did. I'll tell you, I was around fish. Had a good number of bites in practice. Didn't settle on a lot of them, and I thought I'd have 5 fish away about 6 or 8 pounds. What I thought. And I just didn't get the bites. I'm around them. I think I fished too fast today. Really, I think I need to settle in tomorrow and fish a little bit. Actually, fish a little better. I got kind of spun out during the middle part of the day, and then I finally caught that big one there at the end. But I'll go back out and do it again. I'm not going to make the run, though. I don't think. I think I'm going to stay over here and grind it out over here.
You ran today?
No, I did not. No. I thought I considered running one day of the 2, and I think I'm just going to stay over here. And there's fish over here too if I can just settle in and catch them.
Yeah, I know you can do it. We'll see you back here tomorrow. Here's a 3-time classic qualifier from Georgia, Micah Frazier. 5 fish today. 5 fish for 7 pounds, 11 ounces, puts you in 37th place. It's a great convenience store, but 7-Eleven is never the goal at an Elite Series event, but not going to be that far to the cut.
No, I don't think so. I may have salvaged the day, but I got to do something different tomorrow. I didn't get enough bites, but Man, this place, it's tough, dude. I don't have much to say about it. Good, but, last week was fun, though.
All right. We'll see you tomorrow. Hopefully that's fun. From Huntington, Texas, a 3-time TTBC champion and a 2-time Elite Series champion, Keith Combs. 5 fish here today on day number 1. Stop number 4, 9 pounds, 15 ounces, puts him in 17th place here at the Bass Pro Shops, a Bassmaster Elite at Winyah Bay. Want to thank all the great folks from Georgetown, South Carolina. They're always great. And 9:15 going to keep you inside that cut with some cushion.
Yeah, it's tough out here. I mean, no doubt about it. It's got a lot of fish. It's a fun place to fish because everything just looks so good, but there's just so much dead water. I'd like to get a crack at this place sometime, maybe later in the year when the water's a little bit lower, because I truly believe it's got them. It's just not showing its potential. But, hopefully tomorrow I'll get one of those a little bit bigger fish. Today I weighed in just all solid, about 2-pound fish, but a 3-pounder here will go a long way. So hope and pray that I can bring y'all one tomorrow. And thank y'all for coming out. We appreciate you.
Look forward to seeing you back here tomorrow. From Shelby, North Carolina, give me a little love for a 3-time FLW Tour champion, Matt Airy. Matt Airy with 5 fish here today. 5 fish for 8.15 puts him in 26th place. 26th place currently for Matt Airy. $8.15 sitting in 26th place with 11 anglers left to weigh in here today. So you're going to be right at the cut or close. Inside or outside of it will just be a point either way. But tomorrow is another day, and it's never a given here.
It is, and I'm trying to win the Waccamaw River tournament, I guess. It was like a party. It was like a little merry-go-round. I think tomorrow I might take a 6-pack and an umbrella and a radio if Triple let me. But I pulled in every pocket I pulled in. It'd be 75 yards deep, 100 yards wide, and there'd be 3 boats in there just going around in circles. So tomorrow I'm going to try to avoid that, fish some new water, and see if we can't scratch out 9 or 10 pounds.
Go get them. We'll see you into the weekend if you get that. He is the reigning Elite Series Rookie of the Year, Jake Whitaker. Jake Whitaker with 5 fish here today. 5 fish for 10 pounds, 14 ounces. Jake Whitaker moves into 12th place currently. Just a little over 4 pounds away from the overall lead, but sitting in 12th place, top 35 fish on semifinal Saturday, and you keep catching them like that, and you're going to be stuck working the weekend.
Hey, if you told me I'd have caught 10-14 this morning, I'd have stayed in the bed and came and had fun with you guys today. But no, it was a better day than what I thought. I had one good one in there, which goes a long way to help, but it'll be a different day tomorrow. It's going to be tough. There's a lot of guys fishing on top of each other in both places, far and around here close. So we'll peck around tomorrow, see if we can't come up with something similar to that.
See you back here tomorrow. From Michigan, his first season on the Elite Series, Garrett Paquette. Please keep it down, Sego. 5 fish here today for Garrett Paquette. A great start. 12 pounds, 8 ounces. He moves into 6th place currently. $12 pounds, 8 ounces, and a great start to things. Can you keep it rolling?
Yeah, I think so. Today was actually a little bit of a struggle. The wind pushed the tide up, and the water didn't get low, and it made it kind of difficult to get bites. I figured something out on top of what I had been doing and caught that actually fairly quickly and lost a couple of good ones. So I'm pretty excited to make that 100-mile run and go try to do it again.
Go get gassed up. We'll see you back here in the morning. From Reed Springs, Missouri, a former TTBC champion, the Snowman, Brian Snowden. It was the last boat out this morning, which means it'll be the first boat out tomorrow morning. 5 fish, 7 pounds, 5 ounces, and sitting in 46th place right now. And this one's going to be a game of ounces. Literally, when you look at that scoreboard, you're not that far off of where you want to be.
It always is.
fishing around some people that caught them, but there was a lot of people that caught a lot of fish in the area. So I'm just going to try and make some adjustments, maybe do a little gambling tomorrow. We'll see what happens. It's there's a lot of fish in here. It's just all about that tide. And, today I struggled until about 12:15, which was, I thought, a bad tide. And then I started catching fish. So I had one. So you just never know. Pull up on the right spot with the right tide, you can get well in a hurry.
Well, I hope you get them again tomorrow, and we'll see you this weekend. From Spring Grove, Illinois, Chris Grove. I knew his people were here. I knew they'd get noisy. 4 fish for Chris Grove here today. 4 pounds, 11 ounces, 411. That means you need information. Is that what that is?
No. It means I need to get out of the crowd. I couldn't handle fishing with 20 people next to me. But we're going to scrap everything tomorrow and stay really, really close and go have some fun and catch 12 pounds and fish on Saturday.
Love having you here, dude. Go get us into the weekend. From Salem, Virginia, Elite Series champion, the cruise missile, John Cruz. John Cruz with 5 fish here today. Looks like another good start for Cruz here this week. 11 pounds, 13 ounces. Good start indeed. He moves inside the top 10 in 9th place currently. Knick-knack, paddywhack, give that hog a bone. 11 pounds, 13 ounces, and that one bigger bite is a huge difference maker here this week.
It was, man. When I got that thing in the boat, it took a bunch of pressure off because I know those things are, they make up a lot of places in a place like this. But man, it's a lot of fun just catching a decent amount of fish, and hopefully you can get at least 1 or 2 of those kind of bites a day. I think that is the whole key, and I'm going to keep my fingers crossed so we can do it again tomorrow.
Is there any way to predict those or to target those, or is it literally waiting for your B42, your bingo numbers up, and you get them?
Man, that's the golden question, right? All I know is to just try to catch as many as I can, and hopefully, I think they're in some sort of not random fashion. They're in certain particular places, and so I just try to fish as many of them kind of places, and hopefully it works out.
Working out so far. Always great to have you here. John Cruz's incredible efforts for Autism Month this month of April. We'll talk about that tomorrow. From Auburn, Alabama, 3-time Bassmaster Elite Series champion, Steve Kennedy. 3 fish for Steve Kennedy today. 4 pounds, 5 ounces. He's not a proud man. He will hold them high, ladies and gentlemen. I mean, it might be tiny, but it is pretty. Look at it. Look at the colors on that thing. Vermiculations and stuff. 4 pounds, 5 ounces. And Steve, the first thing I saw you this week, you were mumbling and grumbling about Auburn. Are you more distraught over what happened to Auburn or day one here at this event?
Auburn for sure. I still got a chance here.
That's good way of thinking about things, really.
Yeah, those last 3 free throws I swear it took 5 minutes. It was brutal ending the game for us for sure. But yeah, actually I feel like I have a chance here. I went up in a river yesterday. I caught a 6-pounder, another one, but only 2 bites I had, and I couldn't gamble today. I played it safe, stayed close, and it burned me. And we're gonna go play tomorrow. We'll see what happens.
Well, I don't know a lot about college sports, being from Canada, but I think there's other sports we can talk about. The Toronto Maple Leafs are in the playoffs tonight. How do you feel about their chances?
Who? What?
Exactly. Get out of here. We'll see you tomorrow from Arkansas. Let me hear it for Harvey Horn. It's ice hockey. It's a sport in my country. 1 fish for Harvey Horn today. 1 pound, 6 ounces. Not the start you wanted, obviously, but hey, big comeback tomorrow.
Anytime you can make a 97-mile run in that Yamaha-powered Express and make it back, that's an accomplishment in itself. And we had some rough water this morning, nothing really bad, but to get down there and go through the conditions, I didn't make the adjustment fast enough. We're going to stay to the same place tomorrow, and I'm going to just do what I do and see where it goes from there.
Love to see you get a big rally and get back inside the top 35. From Texas, his first season on the Elite Series, Frank the Tank Talley. Frank Talley, 4 fish here today. 4 fish for 6 pounds an ounce, moves into 62nd place. But let me show you something. This is a man who has his priorities straight. I say it all the time. You know, some of the guys, it amazes me, but his granddaughter was due on Tuesday. The problem is you got to pre-fish on Tuesday. Not if you're Frank Talley. He took off, went and was there for the birth of his granddaughter. And let's hear it for the best granddad in the world right there. Pretty cool.
Yes, sir. It was grandson.
Oh, it's a grandson. Sorry.
Yeah, he had.
It's a different time nowadays. You never know.
We had to do the cup check. Yeah, he's there. 8 pounds. Colton Ryder Winyah. Oh, I'm so proud. I want to get home. I want to catch him one more day, and then I want to get home and see him.
I hope you get that opportunity. Go catch him tomorrow. Congratulations on your grandson. See, next time I'll just say grandchild from now on. From Payson, Arizona, 3-time U.S. Open champion, qualified for every classic since joining the elites, the Golden Ram, Clifford Perch. 5 fish for Clifford here today. Looks like 5 good ones. 12 pounds, 6 ounces. He moves into 7th place currently. 12 pounds, 6 ounces, sitting in 7th place, and that's a great start to things, Cliff.
Yeah, you know, I'm thrilled with that. I got to be honest. I was praying to God the whole way that I'd make it back. When I rounded the last corner there, I started giggling and smiling. I went so far. I've never gone that far in my life, and you're just scared every corner you round because the wind's blowing hard. So. You know, I was just afraid one of those corners the tide was going to be going against the wind and, you know, that stack up 10 footers or something, you know, coming out of the Atlantic. But I'm thrilled to weigh that bag of fish. I can't tell you how happy I am to get that bag of fish on the stage. So, man, it was just awesome. Got to thank the guys, Suzuki and Phoenix. Man, my equipment was awesome. I just love it. I couldn't be happier. It performed so well. So I get to go again tomorrow and see if I can do that again. I got that one big bite. I'm hoping I can do that, do that again. But that gets me a good kick.
Definitely. That's a kicker fish is a key in this tournament, and you're in a great spot. From Knoxville, Tennessee, a former Elite Series Rookie of the Year, Brandon Card. 5 fish for Brandon Card here today. 9.9 puts him in 27th place currently. 9 pounds, 9 ounces. He's sitting in 27th place. So 9.9, you're in a good spot, 27th place. You got a little bit of cushion there, but not much because it's going to be separated by ounces.
Yeah, this place is all about getting a big bite, and honestly, I had the big bite the first 10 minutes of the day. Jumped it off. It was a 4-pounder, and my smallest one was like 1.5 pounds. So
how come those ones never get off? Like 1.5 pounder, you can give it slack, it'll swim around, it never get off.
It makes me so mad. Like the old adage, the big one always gets away is true. Like it really does happen.
Or maybe they're just small ones, and you think it's big, and you lose it, and you say it's big, or no.
No,
well, you're a professional. You would know.
Oh yeah, no, I saw it. Honestly, now thinking about it, it may be 6 or 7 pounds.
Maybe 8.
It's growing the more I think about it.
By Sunday, it'll be a 12.5 pounder, and I hope you are here on Sunday. Ladies and gentlemen, that concludes our day one weigh-in here at the Bass Pro Shops Bassmaster Elite. Winyah Bay, your tournament leader, South Carolina Pro. Jason Williamson leading this tournament. In second place, Hunter Shryock, Luke Palmer, Elite Series rookie in third, Bill Lowen in fourth, Clint Davis in fifth, Garrett Paquette in sixth, Clifford Perch in seventh, Yusuke Miyazaki in 8th, Scott Canterbury in 9th, and our top 10 being rounded out by John Cruz. On behalf of our entire staff, myself, Dave Mercer, our tournament director, Trip Weldon, our event director, Eric Lopez, all the Bassmaster staff want to thank each and every one of you for coming out here today, and everybody for tuning online. Make sure to tune in tomorrow. You'll be able to follow the action all day long. Once again, we want to send out our love and prayers to the FLW family in the tough time they're dealing with right now. We love you, and we're thinking of you.